This is a list of the most frequent questions I get from home sellers about what they should or should not do to maximize their profits when selling a home. Hey everyone, Ryan Haarer, Denver Realtor here. You're thinking of selling your home and no, you need to get it in showing condition, ready for buyers and agents to tour. But what work is worth it? I've got 7 frequently asked questions answered. Number 1, remodel kitchens and bathrooms. Let's get this big one out of the way. Generally, I tell people no. It's true, kitchens and bathrooms can be showstoppers that sell the house, but with the current cost of materials and labor, it'll be tough to make that money back on a resale so quickly. Not moving for a few years and have been thinking about doing it for yourself? You want a nice spa bathroom or a chef's kitchen? Great. Chances are home appreciation will help this move pay off down the line. But if you're selling soon, you can probably skip it. Not to mention, you and a potential buyer might have a different taste and style. Let them dream about a potential remodel. Number 2 of what you should or should not do when getting ready to sell your home is probably the hardest for most people, especially if they've lived in the home for many years. And that is to clear out as many personal effects out of the home as possible. If you're moving out completely before selling, make sure it's all out and ready for staging or photos. If you're staying in the home, start packing up and putting stuff in storage or your garage. Yes, it's okay to stuff everything into your garage until you move. Take down personal effects. Remember, we want the buyer to see themselves in the home, not you in the home. I'm talking family portraits, probably a good thing to pack away until you find that next house. As a realtor, I have lots of connections with full-service junk removal companies, estate sale companies, even professional organizers. So don't be too overwhelmed by the idea of moving all of this stuff yourself. Bottom line is, get the home into a position where all you can see is some furniture and basic household items. Number 3 is flooring, and this is actually a place I think there can be some value. If your home is generally in good shape, but your floors are heavily worn or carpets stained, it could be worth it to replace them. This wear and tear can be a turnoff for buyers, but it's relatively low cost to replace. Think $3 to $5 per square foot for carpets and products like a luxury vinyl on the lower end. A tip here, I see lots of houses and I know the current trend, so I'd be happy to give you some ideas on floor color. Don't do this alone if you aren't sure what the next buyer might like. Number 4, major systems. Your roof, HVAC, sewer line are not cheap replacements, and in most cases, I don't recommend replacing them before going on the market. However, if a major component of your home is not working properly, whoever writes you an offer is probably going to request that you repair it anyway. So consider repairing or replacing any system that's on its last leg or not functioning properly before listing. If it's a big ticket repair, we can even use that in our marketing. Brand new sewer line, all new windows for higher home efficiency. You get the idea. Still not sure if it makes sense? Shoot me a message to talk through it. My info is in the description below. On to number 5, landscaping. Now, I'm not saying you need to create the world's most beautiful rose garden, but curb appeal goes a very long way. At the bare minimum, make sure the exterior of your home and driveway are clean. Get that grass looking as lush and green and full as possible. Consider a couple of flower pots for photos and showings. This is a cheap and easy way to help your home have even more appeal. Pro tip, if you're listing in the fall or winter in Colorado where I am, consider taking exterior photos in the summer and saving them for a few months down the line when you list. Number 6, paint. Paint is another one of those cost-effective efforts that can make a home feel updated and clean. A safe bet to appeal to the most amount of buyers is to paint all the walls a subtle, neutral, light color. Now, I'm not talking about the exterior, just the interior here, but if you have a home that's chipping paint or extremely faded on the exterior, beat down by the sun, I would at least get a few quotes for exterior paint. It's going to make a big difference. Number 7 is a big one and a very cost-effective way to help your listing, and that is lighting and fixture upgrades. Want to know an awesome real estate secret? Good-looking, modern light fixtures, faucets, and door handles can be pretty cheap. Now, if your home is 50 years outdated, then it probably doesn't make sense to change 1 or 2 fixtures. But if you live in a builder grade home, for instance, you bought it from a builder with one of the lower finish packages and you never got around to replacing some of those standard finishes, this is a great place to start. Don't go too bold, but these simple ceiling fans, knobs, and shower heads they can go a long way to making your home feel updated. Now, this was a very broad approach to these questions, and each home and neighborhood is different, but generally speaking, major remodels are a no-go. Little changes can make a big difference, and above all else, the home has to be functional and livable. Think about the buyer. Is the home, as you're presenting it, appealing at the number you've priced it at? That's it for this video. Shoot me any questions you might have. My contact information is below.